Welcome or welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. We are going to play with this new Dominoes mold that I got. It came through the Vine program. They say it's holographic, but I like these because these are the correct size for a domino. They're much thicker than that other mold I have. So what I mixed up here is I did 6 ounces of Bond Crafter 1:1. I split it into 2 cups. This cup has that chameleon blue, purple, red shift. This cup has my luster black, plus I put some of the new, I wanted to try out these ghost powders. This has ghost blue in it, in with that black, and that is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that blue made this a blue black. I love it. So, and we're just gonna pour these. Hopefully I've made up enough. These are thicker, so we're about to find out. I poured way too much in some of these. So, we will even them out here in just a minute. Get some. I got carried away with the pouring, because we still have that blue to go in. And I may have to make up a little more. I don't know that I'm gonna get them all. Maybe 6 wasn't enough. Let's get some of these. A little more. You guys need this spatula. Not only does it make your cup super clean, but it's good for scooping some resin. Down in there. See if we can get that bottom covered on everything. By the way, I tried clay this morning. You guys will never see that video. It's disgusting. I cannot do it. The air dried clay that I got was originally, well, the first one I got was that pottery air dried clay kit. That stuff was so crumbly and nasty, and yeah, I know why I hated Play-Doh as a kid. I never liked Play-Doh. I thought it was disgusting. Well, as an adult, I'm no different. I think it's disgusting. So yeah, my daughter-in-law might be able to use the kit. And then I pulled out the foam air dry clay. Oh, that was worse, I think. It was sticky and gross, and yeah, no. I was not meant to play with clay. Give me resin any day. So, now I have a seahorse cutter that has stuff stuck in it that, oh, I can't get out. I'm letting it dry to see if it'll come out, because it's just disgusting. Okay, let's see now. Now we're gonna add blue, and I might need, in fact, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to make up some more, but here we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to make up more. Okay, let's make up some more. Let me pause you. I'm gonna make up some more. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I made up 100 milliliters more. Let's see if this gets us there. I might need to make it more. These dominoes are a lot thicker than those other ones. Looks like I'm gonna be making up more. Holy crap. Yeah, definitely. Okay, guys, well, I'll bring you back on demold. I'm just going to make up some more and finish filling these. Talk to you later. Welcome back. Let's demold these dominoes and see what we have. They are holographic, if you can see that. And these are super thick. This mold in all takes 16 ounces, guys. These are more professional type dominoes because of the thickness. The other mold I have is just a cheap, takes maybe half this resin. I like this kind better. But I collect dominoes. Matter of fact, I have, let me see if it's over here, and I'll show you something. I'll show you guys something really, really cool. Hold on, I'll put you on pause. Okay, here it is. I'm going to show you guys these. This is my prized possession find of the entire world history set of dominoes. This is directly from the Ming Dynasty. I had this all translated. The person who I bought this from had no idea what they had. I paid $5 for these on eBay. And this is what they look like. They're in really good shape. That's a blink. Here are the original instructions. Of course, all in Chinese, because this is directly from the Ming Dynasty. I don't know how they got it. All I know is I saw it on eBay, and I was collecting a bunch of, really old dominoes and stuff. And I was pretty sure, I worked for a Taiwanese company, so I was pretty sure I knew what the dates were on here. And they were Ming Dynasty, and this was done by Art of China. And so, yeah, these are super, super old. I paid $5 on eBay because the person who had them had no clue what they were. But you see the inside cover there. Yeah, these will never go anywhere. They're mine. But let's get back to these. So, what you want to do is you want to take, now I've never used these. These are a set of acrylic markers, acrylic markers that came from the Vine program. So let's test these and see if they are any good. Let's see. Oh, ooh, that is very flowy. Yeah, we're gonna need to, very, very flowy. There's your blank. These are going to take a couple of coats. Let me see if those are almost too flowy. Let's try the Posca. This is usually what I do these with. That one just splattered. Hey guys, I'm going to do these off camera and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Well, these are going to take probably another coat. I've done two. I went around with alcohol and cleaned them up, but they're going to take another coat of the white. And this one did turn out to be the best one, which was that new set of markers. I tried the Posca pens. The Poscas are a little too big for those, and they were just splattering. So this brush tip ended up being the best. This one wasn't too bad, but these are oil markers. They take a lot longer to dry. So this is what they're looking like. Like I said, they're going to require another coat. But that is the chameleon powder and that black with that ghost blue in it. So they're really deep, like bluish black. And then you hit the chameleon part, and they do show some of the holographics on there, which are nice. But after I get these all painted up the way that they should be and everything is cleaned up, then you can always go over with a coat of resin, top coat and back coat, and then everything will be locked in. They're a little time consuming, but they're, you know, they're good. I like this size better. This is what they would call the professional. If you're gonna sell dominoes, I mean, you can sell the cheaper ones, the ones that take a lot less resin. But if you have somebody who's looking for, like, you know, the professional dominoes, these are that style. They're the thicker ones, a little bit bigger. The only problem is they take a lot more resin. 16 ounces for these guys. So, that is it. I'm a little hot under the collar right now. My son and I saw a post of our supposed family saying how they're having dinner with their Texas family. Their Texas family. Well, let's see. I live in Texas. My son lives in Texas. My grandkids live in Texas. My nephew, oh, I forgot one right here. My nephew, who I talk about often, you guys have heard, because he is in, he and his husband come up here for pool parties and barbecues and stuff. We've gotten together with them a couple of times now. So he and his husband live in Texas. They live in San Marcos. My son and I are in South Austin, Sunset Valley technically. And oh yeah, you guys may have been wondering, if you pay attention to my location, at first it was Austin, then it was Sunset Valley. Now it's Sunset Valley. Well, the reason I did that is because I just recently found out that this, which is technically Sunset Valley, was originally its own city. So originally this wasn't part of Austin, but then now it's considered South Austin. So yeah, it actually had its own name for, you know, until who knows when Austin decided to come south. But so all of us live in Texas. Apparently my sister and her husband are up in Indiana for a family gathering that none of us knew about. We weren't invited. And, you know, my father would be rolling around in he's rolling in his grave right now because of my family is just shit. You know, I have a mother who really, her and I have never gotten along. And she has never even seen my grandkids, which are her great grandkids. She's never bothered to see them. Can't be bothered with us pretty much anymore. And then, you know, my sister doesn't even talk to her son, my nephew, because he's gay. Although, if you ask her about it, that's not why they don't talk to him. He's got mental health issues. But here's my thing. If it's not the fact that he's gay, then let's see. Why does Al, her husband, have another son, which he has no contact with, that we only knew about recently, who is also gay? I think that says a lot. So basically, and my youngest son is in Georgia, and he's over the family drama. He doesn't want anything to do with anybody anymore, and I don't blame him, because I'm at the point where I'm not willing to have anything to do with any of them, because this is ridiculous. I mean, my dad held this family together, and when he died, that all ended. My mother became engrossed in religion, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you guys know I'm not. And as long as you aren't preaching to me, I have no problem with you whatsoever. But every time on the phone with her, she has to tell me how I need to find religion, because I'm not right. No, no, no. When she remarried after my dad died, her and her husband, who's now deceased also, her and her husband would go to his family. They would travel to his family to see the grandkids on that side, but they could never be bothered to come down here and see, you know, her great-grandkids. And that still holds true today. So when they post a picture of how everybody's getting together with their Texas family, well, you know, there's more of us in Texas that are supposedly family that doesn't know anything about this family gathering that is taking place in Indiana with everyone. So great. I know my nephew saw it first, and my son saw it, and I saw it. When he walked in for lunch, I was like, "Oh, you've got to see this." And he goes, "I think it's probably what I already saw." Sure enough, it was that post. And then he texted Zach, my nephew, and he said, "Look at this post." And Zach was like, "Yeah, I've already seen it. It's ridiculous." And yeah. So, you know, par for the course with my family. You know, they're just ridiculous. And I'm over it, and I really don't give a shit any longer. But here, Dominoes. I do need to recoat that, to put another coat of paint, and then top coat, bottom coat, but that's basically it. So, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things, hit that black bell so you know when I upload a new video, and let's not forget about the description box, which has all of the discount codes, and I'll be putting that, you saw my video yesterday, huge announcement, promotion from Craftor, sorry, for 50% off of their 16-ounce resin kit. That will be in the description box again, so go get some. And like I said, if you guys want that promotion extended, there's a good chance I can get it extended. She told me just to let her know. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.